Hey guys, I'm Gentle Occasion, and today we are doing some more Warhammer 40,000 Apocalypse. No, Armageddon. It's twinned with Apocalypse. Apocalypse, New Jersey. We are going to sweep across the enemy lines. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be cool. I'm almost thinking maybe we do from this side first, because as we move this way, the map actually opens up, which would allow us more room for more units. So I think we attack this one first. I was going to go from the top and down, but yeah, I think this way and across. So I don't want to do what I did last time and charge every bridge at once, because that really did. That whittled us down in a big way. It'll be really nice to have fresh units coming out at each stage. I can't wait for that. So let's get a couple of Hydras, or whatever they are, Wyverns, Hydras, something. Something or other. Let's also get infantry in these spots. Let's bring the UI back, because we are going to have to purchase some things. I think we do need some more Ogrins. I don't think I'm going to bother getting the Gorgon. I think we just want an Ogrin here, I reckon. Let's just try and save a bit of cash. There we go. You know, some like rattling snipers might be really nice there, actually. You know, or a mortar team, or maybe we go with fire support. I think that'd actually be really useful, because as they shoot these Ogrins, if they move along here, then the fire support will then shoot them. So do you want to swap these two around, maybe? Because this is probably where we're going to be suffering more attacks from? Maybe? I actually don't know. I'm actually not sure. Ugh. Let's have you back there. We need to have a destroyer. Not a destroyer, vanquisher. Sorry, it's all these synonyms. They all mean, it's all the same, you know? All those words mean the same thing. It's very confusing. We're gonna have you over there. And then we have the one artillery piece. Yeah, we should definitely get more artillery. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get more basilisks. Okay, last two pips we spend are both going to be basilisks. I want lots of artillery. We have some really experienced artillery as well, which is sort of the sad thing here. Yeah, that should do it, right? And then we have one more vanquisher, which we'll put over here. Or another one here? Or another one for the offensive. It's a lot to push across here, but this might be quite tough to crack, so I'm going to put another one here. Hopefully, if we keep most of our artillery on this side, anything that does attack, they can react to, so we can always put enough fire in the right place. And hopefully that'll do the job. And if it doesn't, then Emperor help us. Right, so some Gretchen or some shooter boys. Shooter boys are in a trench, which does make them hard to shoot. Let's go with... Let's move over here. And let's start refitting down. Yeah, it's not a lot. It's something. It's something. We have 17 turns, which is quite generous, I think. That does feel quite generous to me. That does actually give us pretty good line of sight too, doesn't it? So the Punisher cannon's out of range. As I move forwards a smidge. Let's move forwards a smidge. We are going to take some damage here, but they should take a heck of a lot more. Okay, now all of you lot, what are we going to do with you? So, Punisher, I'll put you out in front. I do need to scout, really. I do need a... This is the problem, really. You can't really lead with the Sentinels. Or can you? One thing I want to check, actually. They're actually dirt cheap. I think maybe I stopped using them so preciously and I just charge them in like lunatics every time. That might genuinely be easier for us. But I also would like to be able to get line of sight here. But yeah, the bridges are really difficult. Just for getting line of sight across them is not easy. Really not easy. God, just cracking through these guys is going to take some time. Let's do that, then you can move forward so you can hit with an additional weapon. Sure. It's something. It's something. It's not much, but it's something. And, oh wow, okay, you know what? Heavy bolters, pretty good, as it turns out. Not actually too bad. I mean, they shoot 4 times. Only 30 apiece though, so like, they shouldn't be that much better than, like, all the heavy bolters and storm bolters we have attached to our boys there, so, yeah, I don't know why they seem to do a better job of shooting the shooter boys. I mean, I do feel like there's a lot of stuff in this game that's, like, largely obfuscated or hidden or something. It's quite annoying. It can be quite frustrating sometimes. But then a lot of it is, so I think it's just a random dice roll, so from this being wrong all the time, I think that's just supposed to be an average, but it's such a weird thing to do. Like, sometimes it does more, normally it does less. It feels really weird. Strange. Just very strange. Now, you haven't shot yet, which I hadn't realised. I can wipe out those Gretchen. I mean, the shooter boys actually need to be dealt with, don't they? But I think I'd rather pummel them from range a little more. So let's just try and clear out some troops there. This might end up being attacked by a bunch of enemy artillery, which I'm a little worried about. So I don't want it to take additional damage from like a retaliation, because I'm essentially giving these guys an additional attack if they like, which I don't want. So let's move on. Okay, it's my turn again. They're being a bit weird, being a bit unusual today, which I'm happy with. If you guys can keep bombarding these shooter boys, then that'll make me a very happy man. I'm going to move up with even more artillery. The range on these guys is so useful. If I do need to shoot something there, like next turn, all 3 of these guys can just shimmy up and get in range on the same turn, basically. It's really nice. Really good stuff. God, I just need to get through these guys quicker. It's ridiculous how long I'm spending shooting Gretchen. I can't quite kill them. Come on, guys. It's embarrassing. Alright. Punch is going to have to take a little bit of damage, I'm afraid. Okay, do I move you forward so you can shoot the shooter boys with your storm bolters as well? No, let's get rid of those Gretchen. They've all shot, I think. Oh, we found a big gun zap gun. Doggone zap gun. Yeah, you've all shot. Don't like that much. I don't like our units having shot. That I don't like. Don't like that one bit. Yeah, let's move you up. If I move you there, I can't shoot them again. And I know I'm dragging units out from this side, but I'm happy just to have too much stuff on the offensive, and then when we push around, we should have plenty of time. That looked like a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. I was right. Hooray. You need to get across. You are in the way right now. So that is annoying. Shoot boys, big shooters. Armoured mega knobs. Got some kill crushers, which we can whittle down quite well with the artillery, to be honest. Maybe I should just start blasting these guys with their shaker cannons. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that. I think that's the way to do it. And then we can shoot with you as well. Okay, they seem very unhappy. A zap gun I would like to deal with as well. Can't quite get rid of those shooter boys. Ugh. God, I need to make more space here. I really do. It seems like we can't get in with any of this stuff yet. So let's just shoot with whatever we can, I suppose. God. Alright, they will finish them off, which is something. And you've not shot yet. Do I want to go for the big zap gun? Oh, I don't want to go for the shooter boys. That's for sure. Okay, you can go out there. These guys can find positions in the trenches, which is good news. We're going to have line of sight blocked a little from here, but I'd rather be out of range and just get some damage in while they can't react to it. I think that's probably safest. So that's going to have to do. We got some, we got some injuries here. And, oh, there are more big guns around. Everything is going for our Sentinel, which is actually fine, because, as we've discovered, they don't actually cost much. So, let's finish off the Kill Crusher. I think the Zap gun we can destroy pretty comfortably, right? We probably want the Punisher back here to start dealing with the Shooter Boys and Mega Knobs and such. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. Okay, let's move you guys up. I'm going to ignore these shooters with the big shooters. Although those are normal shooter boys. The big shooters, they're going to be a bigger problem. Although there's less of them. Oh, you've already shot. Silly me. Let's go for those big shooters. Probably have to move them that way. There's no point losing it for no reason, but, you know. Right, let's blast this zap gun. It is a big zap gun. And can you... Okay, we can't move this along the trench, that's annoying. So we need to move it here. Which I'm not happy about. Well, we can do some more damage with the Hydra, which is nice. We can almost finish them off. So close. God, we take so much damage in those armoured Mega Knobs. We need to just pound them with artillery, I think. Okay, we did wipe them out. That's lovely. They did get to retaliate, but that wasn't bad. What is their range? God, 3. 3 range. That sucks. Okay, we've made some progress. A lot of the stuff is pretty injured though. But this is what I like. If we do push in and take that, then having new units come in from the bridge should give us fresh units each time. Although, we don't really have much in reserve. Not really. Not really. It will give us something. It will give us something. Okay, I think we're done. Hoo boy. Hoo boy. Okay, let's start shooting them. Let's get our Punisher into a good spot. I just found a super cannon. I've seen better. I'm just gonna get really sassy about the cannons. So the super cannon was bulky, so it can't retaliate anyway. So that's good news. Let's start blasting down. You I actually think should rest. You too. Although maybe you shouldn't have stood there. That's okay. I should have moved you, actually. Crap. Okay, well, you can do that at least. You can do a lot of damage to the big shooters here. So I think I will. Let's keep trying to deal with them. Oh, that got taken out. Amazing. That's just Gretchen. Okay, in that case, I think we can move here and, yeah, finish off the big shooters. That guy will be just pummeled by artillery, I think. So that's great news. Let's move you up to here. You guys sit tight on 5 of 17. Doesn't feel great, does it? Okay, that didn't go too badly, actually. That didn't go too badly. Let's move you up to here. Okay, we found some friends. Oh, good. There's a Squiggoth over there as well. Ouchie. Yeah, alright. I'm going to want to shoot him. And move up. Shoot him. And move up. And then move up and then shoot him. Oh, we're in range. That was stupid of me. Okay, no retaliation there. Interesting. So, sure. Yep, I'll shoot them. Just keep blasting. Oh, we just found a car. It's so weird how that gets revealed after they take an action. It's really strange. This game's so weird. And that's not even line of sight blocking, so I don't know why that was such a problem. What are his ranges? Oh yeah, 1 to 3. So actually... having our vanquishers sit back a little might be nice. I don't like this super cannon here. I feel like the super cannon can do a lot of damage. 40 times 3, yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. And we can't really do much damage in kind just yet. We'll need to really get up to it and start blasting. You're nearly dead, which is exciting. Not very exciting for us, quite scary for us. God, what next? Yeah, okay, you can actually probably move in and finish them off, right? Yeah, we've got the Storm Bolter in there too. I would like to deal with this guy. Instead, I think we just have to provide them with more... Oh, we didn't quite get the kill. That's annoying. Okay, you've not shot yet, so you can finish them off at least. Good. Okay. We have an objective. These two guys shouldn't be too difficult. Destroying that cannon's going to help. It won't be able to shoot at anything in this area either later. I am tempted to shimmy forwards a little. I found a friend. You can't reach from that. But our punch has been taking damage. Have they been shooting at us and I've not noticed? That is entirely possible. It's entirely possible. Right, I think that'll have to do. Maybe. Actually, you can go over there and shoot it too. Just try and ruin its morale. Alright, that'll do. That's still... No, I was going to say that's still alive somehow. It is not. Okay, that is a problem. That is a problem. We need to retreat. There's too much over here. And then we'll pull back. But we destroyed something. And we learned some things. So, that'll do. We'll pull back there. Oh, we can do big damage to him. But we are going to need to scout over here, which is annoying. That is a problem. God, these Gretchen are going to be really annoying, aren't they? I reckon. Alright, so those two tanks have dealt with them. So that's fine. The Punisher tank, I mean, if we get the Punisher cannon in, we can probably do some mad damage to him pretty quickly. But we've only got 10 turns left. Okay, you're not even doing that much damage these days. I think they're just a bit upset with us. I think they're just a bit sad today. Okay, let's... Ugh, dunno, don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. Blast to bits. Okay, there goes that cannon. That is a good feeling. And we can barely hit them either. It's because of the terrain there, I think. Doesn't tell us the terrain, does it? But I think they're in a building, right? So they are getting 30% cover. Which I think is helping them quite a lot. Cool. They want to have some people, like, rest and things. These guys really need to. I'm a bit worried about that tank on their own. Yeah, let's move you up as well. Actually, we could move you up as well. Have these two just deal with those Gretchen. If they move on to that point, it's actually going to be easier to kill them. So, moving on. Yeah, a lot more shots being fired. They took a lot of damage. But that Vanquisher would have been destroyed had they all shot at it. So, I think that worked out better for us. We can do a bunch of damage to that unit of Meganobs. Not as much as I'd like, though, honestly. And these bloody Gretchen won't move. They can take so long to kill. And yet we can't leave them alone, because they'll just grab the point back, won't they? So yeah, we got problems. We got problems. Those Meganobs hurt. All of this stuff hurts. Like, I don't know what we do here. We need to bring these guys in, I think. To refit you. Rest you up. Send in a scout. We found some new enemies. Shooter boys and big shooters. I mean, that grot bomb launcher we can probably take out pretty comfortably with our artillery next turn. Let's repair you and you. I know we've spent like all of our acquisition doing this, which is a problem. Problem for all of us. Okay, so I can shoot here, which is like my heavy bolters. Accuracy's terrible though, because of this, I think. I think this blocking 10% line of sight is making it really hard to shoot at them. But if I move here, I can start blasting this lot, and that is going to affect them quite significantly. So let's do that, even though you are quite injured yourself. Okay. We do have our heavy bolters. Let's move you up a bit. Those are shooter boys. If I move here, I can shoot at them without having to worry, which is nice. And if I move here, I can also shoot them again. So it's a bit of free damage, but I'll take it. I could also move up with the Ogren squads, but I'm not sure I would necessarily want to. Not yet. Or do I? Maybe I do. No. I worry about losing them in silly ways. I didn't even mean to move him there. I was just trying to click off the unit, but that moves the unit, funnily enough. Alright, that'll do. I do not like the damage you're taking here. Okay, we can wipe that out. We can wipe that out. I'm going to move further forward, though. And are we then going to see a Squiggoth here? Yes, we are. That's so silly how that works. Or, you know, sort of doesn't. God, those guys can take so much punishment. Also, probably worth getting rid of the super cannon. This cannon only shoots once, so the Squiggoth actually kind of slow. You know, in terms of, like, time to kill. Okay, that's nice. It's a good feeling. Do I want to move there, and I can move these guys up too? Feels risky, but, you know, in for a penny. Okay, that's a battle fortress with super cannons and death rollers. Ugh. Awful. Awful business. We will take so much damage from these guys. And if I move up with them, I've only got the mortars and things. I can shoot at the Gretchen, can't I? If I move here. Nope, even the Gretchen will shoot me because these guys have support fire. That's annoying. And what's their range? It is 2. Yeah, so I would get shot by them if I move forward. Which probably isn't the worst thing in the world, but... But yeah, these guys are annoying. We need to shift them for sure. I mean, that is some damage. That is some damage from the Punisher. I'm a little worried about this thing blasting us afterwards, but we'll try it. We'll try it. I can say, this game is getting more tense. I don't remember it being this tense. Almost got those Gretchen. Almost. We need to move you, because I'm not having you next to the Meganobs. We're going to ignore the Meganobs. Largely. If I move here... okay, I can... You know what? Sure. Let's take a big chunk out of that Squiggoth. That sounds worthwhile to me. Alright, these guys haven't shot yet, but I don't think I can risk it. I mean, getting the fire support to shoot these big shooters. Now they've taken a bit of damage. The sort of difference in damage is pretty similar amount of damage, so I think we are actually going to take that. And I think I'm going to take that too. This will help us fight everything else. And when these guys convert back into Ogrins in a minute, that's going to be really beneficial. Okay, I think that's a pretty good offensive. I'm pretty happy with that offensive. I'm going to move you forwards, I think. Even though they'll put them in range. We'll see if they actually want to attack us, because I think they'll take so much more damage from us that they won't want to be the one to attack. Oh, but they do have extra artillery firing, so there is that. Maybe I should have the Ogrins just run this way. Let's find out. Let's move you into here. You can easily finish them off. And it looks like we can ignore the Meganobs. Oh my god, just be dead. Be dead. Stop it, you cowards. Die already. Okay. Let's move you forwards. And do we start cracking that battle fortress? Because I feel like between these two, we can destroy the squiggers pretty easily. Oh, wow, okay, just them. They did that way. Perfect. We can also do some good damage to these guys. The super cannon's actually bulky, interestingly. What is the range and everything else? 1 to 3 for the cannons. Obviously the super roller is melee range. Okay, they're really getting tired. I am going to shoot at those shooter boys. Actually. I'm going to move this Punisher forward. And shoot at those shooter boys. I hate that I have to finish them off here, but it is what it is. And what have we found here? More Gretchen, sure. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Then, yeah, I'm going to move over there. Was that risky? Yep, definitely. Definitely risky. Okay, we get over here now. And I don't know what we do. Do nothing, probably? Hope that support fire lends a hand? We do need to move here as well. With something. With something. Let's move you guys here. Move you here. Alright, you can reach those Gretchen. I think I'm going to move here. I was going to say in the hope that we spot those Meganobs, but that's not happened. Okay. Anyone left? He's not shot yet. I could just shoot those Gretchen. That feels like a waste. Let's move you up. And I'll shoot them again. And okay, there's another Kill Crusher and there's a Grot Bomb Launcher back there. So there are still some units running around. You, we're going to have to refit you and rest you next turn. They're exhausted. Right, moving on. I think we've probably got this. I'm a little worried about those offerings though. Ooh, the extra guns are bad news. Okay, they have a lot of guns, sort of in the back line, and they're struggling now. Oh, and they just got wiped out by Gretchen. And we lost our Ogrins. We lost those Ogrins. Damn it. I knew that was risky. I knew that was risky. But, like, yeah, it's just the time is concerning me, that we don't have enough of it. Why can't you do any damage to that? That's a bit weird. Okay, nothing seems to do any damage to him anymore, which I do not appreciate. Move up the Vanquisher, and shoot that Grot Bomb Launcher. We're going to move you up and finish it off. That is great. That's really nice. We can go for that Kill Crusher, I think. We'll start shooting at you. And I'll go for you as well. Move you forward. Okay, we can destroy that. And I think I am going to go for those nearby Gretchen. And that thing survived, did it? Christ. Alright, kill loads of Gretchen, please. And you can't damage that anymore. Really? Okay, you can probably get a kill. Good. Good. Love to see it. Who's left? Just you. I don't really want you killing these Gretchen. I'd rather have you rest, but things as they are. I think we're forced to get into those trenches. Right, you need to recover. I mean, so do you, really. Okay, so we're cracking it. We have two objectives left. I don't think we're going as slowly as I was thinking we were. I think we've got plenty of time. I think I shouldn't have rushed. This is iffy, though. This is a bit iffy. Okay, no, we're okay. We're alright. You can't get into melee range with him, which is a shame. I'm gonna love that. Alright, let's kill some Gretchen. Let's... oh, of course. Of course there's flipping armoured mega knobs. Alright, so that Vanquish is dead. We've lost that tank, almost certainly. Yeah, we've almost certainly lost that. Let's blast you. Get this Vanquisher up. We do that little damage to the battle fortress. Oh, because you are in support. That sucks. Okay, let's get you lot forward. You start shooting these guys with the big shooters. And I hate that we basically have all our artillery on the front line like this. It is a problem. It is a serious problem. But yeah, support fire on these things is really dangerous. It is really, really bad. And big shooters over there. Okay, let's move this Punisher here. Oh, I don't know. Punisher cannon just doesn't do enough damage, does it? That battle fortress barely touched it. Alright, I'm going to move all the way over here and I'm going to blast these guys. Because that is definitely going to help. It's going to be a big help. Now you guys need to move up. Okay, we did spot them. We just got to keep out of their way. I mean, hopefully they can't see us very well. As we travel along here. I can shoot them. That seems like a waste. Only I will be the only one to take damage if we do that. Okay, let's just kill a bunch of Gretchen, I guess. And I'll stay here because I don't want him to be the one getting shot at, really, do I? That'll lower the strength of that one, though, which would be nice. Okay, now he's going to end the turn and hope we don't all die. We have, like, no requisition left. I'm really worried about this turn. Oh, we lost it. We lost a Vanquisher. That sucks. You know, because we saw the artillery piece on there, I really thought that was all that was back here. I didn't know there'd be, like, a whole brigade. It's a problem. Yeah, I just need to kill what I see. Because, like, most stuff doesn't seem to activate outside of conflict. It just, I think I'm playing this game in a more holistic way, where I'm assuming that the enemies will act in their best interests, when actually they don't. They just sort of stay idle until they are in range. And then they will start doing things. And even then, sometimes they'll just stand there. So, like, you can't really limit the engagements you're having. It's just when there's, like, you know, random artillery pieces spread around, it sort of pulls you towards those artillery pieces and then into more conflict. But maybe I should just be taking the damage from the artillery and finishing off whatever I'm in, you know, in a fight with. Okay, Obrins, just doing the Emperor's work right there. Let's get rid of these big shooters. Marvellous. And I think we need to start going for those armoured mega knobs. Let's get Vanquishers to start blasting this clown. Sure, let's get the Storm Bolter in there too. I think that line of sight blocking actually made things worse there, but can't even damage that, so we can do some damage to him though. And we can probably kill that. So that's a good feeling. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. We just need to take this point now. Can I just leave with all these guys? I just have these guys all leave, and will they take that back? Maybe they won't. Maybe I can just ignore these guys now that I've taken that. That Hydra is starting to struggle a little. And, okay, we're fine there. I think we're going to leave, because I mean, no, the Gretchen didn't even try and grab that. These Mega Knobs have been sat here for ages and they didn't bother grabbing that. We're just going to ignore him. We're going to wander away. Apparently just having stepped in this tile is like the greatest thing that, you know, humanity has ever done. So we don't really need to worry. Well, I need to scout over here. So I guess just get you over here, right? Yeah, now I can see everything. Let's start using our artillery to better effect, shall we? Boom. Yeah, sure, you can shoot that one. here and finish shooting this super cannon? Yeah, sure. I say finish shooting it. We can shoot it a little more. It's bulky, so it can't retaliate. There are a bunch of shoot boys there. Now I'm in danger. Oh dear. It's always something. It's always something. We can also shoot that again. That's good news. So this dropped mega tank is a little bit mega, isn't it? That won't do. So we've got the Punisher cannon here. That will get rid of the shooter boys. And you can reach that drop tank. Not to do much with it, but, you know, give it a good talking to. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. You can shoot those Gretchen, and you're also hit. Good. Now, yeah, it's our turn again. Well, nothing's doing anything. Okay, that's great. Yeah, you do some damage there, please. We just need to grab this point now, don't we? So, let's finish that. Let's finish that. And hopefully, our Scout Sentinel can go there.
Citizens of Armageddon, we will counter this Xenos threat. Today I have ordered the von Straub family vault opened and my private collection of venerable virus missiles removed. They are priceless, but I have donated them to the cause of freeing us from this green-skin tyranny. Even as I speak, they are being flown to Hive, still in our hands. I have personally ordered they launch as soon as deployed. Armageddon will shortly be back under my control.
Okay, it's not saying victory yet. This game is so weird. It feels like that was the victory, but then it doesn't do that though. God, everyone we have is like red. Can we just, well, we can't with you. We can wipe them out, which is nice. I think maybe you just rest. How about you? Do you want to rest? Nice. Okay. Victory? Victory. Didn't need to rest. We're fine. Oh boy. Alright, so we lost a couple of guys there, didn't we? We lost we lost a Vanquisher, which is a real shame. We lost an Elgrin squad. Is that it though? I think that might be it. I think it might be. Oh, we lost a Sentinel, didn't we? So yeah, that's a bit painful. I would have rather not lost all them. Hopefully we'll get some more requisition. Ugh.
That fool von Straub yet again. Virus bombing his own forces. Everything he touches becomes tainted with his incompetence. Why do you look at me so? This? The claw? The eye? Minor setbacks from the last mission, taken from me by a particularly vicious snakebite warlord. He won't brag about it to anyone though, as he did not survive the encounter. I've had my arm replaced with the very claw that severed it, and the eye. I now have my evil eye. That will give the orcs something to fret about. They're a superstitious lot. You've got to know such things about your enemy in order to defeat him. Remember what I told you. Observe and learn. I have made a pact with the crime lords of the Hades Underhive. The Hive gangers will fight for us. Every able man and boy that can hold a weapon will stand against the orcs. So don't get too comfy, Commander. I have a task for your battalion. The Greenskins are fundamentally stupid creatures, although their warlord seems to have more gumption than most. But I digress. I need you to take a force on a diversionary trap. Set up a minefield to the south of Hive City. Lure the Greenskins into the field and kill as many as possible. I've given you some Hive gangs recently recruited to the cause. Use them as you see fit.
Very fun. Reduce the orc presence on the map to less than 6 units. Alright, well, again, very similar. Very similar fight there. So you can see all the Hive gangs that are out, just told, oh, you go into this building and kill anything that comes near. And of course anything that comes near can easily level buildings, so it's just absolutely no help at all. There's loads of minefields here too. This is really interesting. So where should I be deploying, I wonder? I don't really know what direction they're coming from. It's not really made that very clear. But I think that's for future us to worry about, because I'm going to end the episode here. But let's take a look. We do have some more cash, so I can... Okay, we actually lost 4 things. Oh, we also lost that fire support, didn't we? We also lost the fire support. I mean, 400 to have thrown away? Like, it's not great, is it? I mean, even Ogrins are only 290, except the Gorgon makes it a hell of a lot more expensive, which is what we lost last time. Yeah, I think we just get... we can't actually get Ogrin veterans. How strange is that? We don't get to have any Ogrin veterans. We've actually had a unit removed from our selection. Maybe I should have got them while I could, huh? How bizarre. Alright, well, sure. Anyway, yeah, we're going to end the episode here, and then we'll work out what we're going to do with this mission. So we are obviously, I mean, all we have to do, reduce the Ork presence on the map. So we are just going to go hunting for them. I assume that they're going to be coming towards the hive gangs. There's also, like, I don't understand why there are victory hexes on maps where there isn't anything. There's no, like, victory hex thing to worry about. We've also got these hive turrets. They've got 3 to 6 range. That's still not great. See, I find these really unusual in that you would assume they would be able to reach over the river. You know, that feels like a bare minimum that they should be able to do tactically. If they can't reach over the river, they should be further forward. Because you want to, like, pound the opposition as it marches into these choke points, you know? You don't be like, oh, they've broken in, and now they can spread out. Let's start pounding with artillery, now that they're really close and spread out. That feels silly to me. But, oh well. You know, this is the Imperium. Nothing's actually well designed. That's sort of the point. But anyway, you know, they just do things to like... They do things to spec, whether it's actually... you know, good or not. It's actually like, you know, if that spec matches the situation. So anyway, you know, they stay Codex compliant. Guys, if you're enjoying this, comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
This? The claw? The eye? Minor setbacks from the last mission, taken from me by a particularly vicious snakebite warlord.